Hey folks, it's Nick Granville. So I thought today I'd show you this double neck guitar I have. It's an interesting instrument. It's really heavy. As you can imagine, essentially two instruments at once. Has a switch here to switch between bass guitar and electric guitar, and then you have pickup selectors for each switch. Don't you just love that big honking bass pickup in there? It's really cool. And then this smaller pickup, and then two humbuckers here. So that switches between two humbuckers. That switches between the two pickups there. And then you have four controls. And you have two outputs. You can send them out to different amps or whatever. I think this is a 1970s. Whoa, whoops. It's beat up to heck. As you can see, it's sort of like an SG style bolt-on neck. Added with an added ding that I just added. Hey, it's an instrument. My instruments get used. That's what they're there for. The thing with this is when it came out in the 70s, I think it was 70s, as far as I know, why would you have a bass and a guitar, right? If you're playing in a band, you're playing bass. If you're playing guitar in a band, you're playing guitar. You're not tending to do both. I think I saw the guy from Toto one time use both. Not sure why. Maybe he played bass on some songs and not on others. But generally, this didn't make a lot of sense when it came out. But that's where things change now, right? Because as you heard with the loop pedal, you can set down a loop with the bass line. Oh, wrong switch. It shows how infrequent I use it. And the thing with the bass is it's shorter scale and it's a thinner neck, so it's more like playing a guitar. So it's not that foreign for guitar players to play this. It doesn't, as you can see, it's slightly longer, but it's not really. And the bass has a very distinctive sound. It's with a pick. Had a reggae session here one time doing a reggae song for someone's record, and the bass player bought a P bass and it was just too bright. We turned the tops off. He ended up using this because the short scale just has that kind of sound. Right? So you've got a bass on the top, and then if you switch down, you've got a guitar. As you can hear, it's a decent sounding guitar. I think part of the reason the guitar part of this sounds so good is because there's all this mass to it, which changes the sound, and all this weight that just makes it chunky sounding. But yeah, it's got nice sounding pickups in it. I dig it. It's interesting, isn't it? How a piece of gear can be intended for a certain purpose and then end up as something else. If you look at the Steve Vai 7 strings were like that, right? He didn't intend them for playing metal. Although, would you call Steve Vai metal? I wouldn't. I'd say he's sort of more progressive rock, instrumental rock, right? Progressive instrumental rock. But the metal guys saw the low string and went, oh, hello. We really like the bands like Korn. I think we're some of the first few to sort of use that sort of stuff. And I think it's pretty cool, Let's give it a little more juice. So I think that, it had an intended purpose when it was built, and then it ended up being something else later. So pretty cool with me. Anyway, it's a quick look at the double neck guitar and bass. And as I said, I like the guitar as an instrument. Am I going to play it? No, hell no. I have used this on gigs a few times. I did a duo with a drummer. It's just too heavy. I can even feel it now, like it's just digging into my leg. So I don't really use this very much other than a studio instrument. But I thought you'd be interested to see it. One thing I will talk about very quickly is the thing I saw Leon Todd doing the other day, which I think is pretty cool. If you guys don't know Leon Todd, check out his channel. Leon's a bad dude. He's a really bad dude. I love his playing. We're into a lot of similar sort of music. The music he's into is the stuff I grew up on. 80s, 90s rock kind of stuff. King's X, we've both talked about loving King's X. King's X are great. If you don't know King's X, go and listen to them. Right, so if I put it on the bass, but I play the guitar. Oh, we've got a dodgy switch. Okay, so the switch needs a bit of a clean, but if I put it on the bass guitar, but I'm not going to play the bass, I'm going to play the guitar. Yeah, this interesting kind of thing because all the sympathetic strings ring on the other instrument. Yet I'm playing the pickup, so the pickups here are working, but they're picking up these strings and what's vibrating through it. That's a pretty cool concept. He does it on his, I think it's a 12 string and a 6 string, but works on this as well. So I'm going to have to record with that at some point and put something down. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. My name's Nick Granville. I post videos to YouTube every day. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I'll be, if you got any stuff you want to see, let me know in the comments below. The other thing too is I've just started taking on some students, so if you want lessons, then hit me up on Facebook or Instagram or my website nickgranville.com, and we can lock in a time for private lessons if you want to do that, and we can discuss all kinds of stuff from improvisation, jazz, funk, soul, rock playing, to even music business stuff, anything like that. Let me know. All right, take care, guys. Cheers. Thanks very much.